everyone, Linda here from Thought Change, and I thought I would just pop on to a very quick live to share a little bit more wisdom from Deepak Chopra's book, The Way of the Wizard. It's a really interesting book because it takes a story that we're familiar with, King Arthur and Merlin. There's so many parables in it and teachings, 21 spiritual lessons for creating the life that you want. And the page that I opened to had so much wisdom that I wanted to just read a little bit of it to you so that you can pick up whatever you need to learn on these two pages. So I'm going to start now by reading. It's certainly true that we all use our own words to imprint the habits that make life go on consciously. The business of identifying with names and labels has already been mentioned. These, of course, are all words. But which words will allow us to break out of old habits and limited identifications? If every word lays down an imprint in the mind, is every word bound to be limiting? The paradox of words, Merlin said, is that you have to use them to discipline and train yourself. Walking, talking, reading, all these are functions a baby lacks. It is up to mother and father to educate a child into the ways of the world, and that is done with words. The problem is that words carry psychological meanings too. It is through words that parents make children feel good or bad, right or wrong. The most powerful expressions anyone can use is yes or no. The effect of these two syllables is to build boundaries or break them down. Everything you think you can do has a yes buried somewhere inside it, usually uttered by a parent or teacher in the distant past. Everything you think you cannot do has a no buried in it from the same source. Why is that a paradox? Arthur asked. Because although words tell us who we are still more than they can tell. No matter how powerful the spell words cast, people can change. The power of words can create something new, not just a limit. The wizard uses words to say yes to things that we have been taught to say no to, weaving a new world of meanings to replace the old meanings we have all grown up with. But there is a deeper mystery here. Words unfold both knowledge and intention. Therefore, framing an intention in words is the first step in making it come true. Whenever a word is backed up by an intention, it enters the field of awareness as a message or a request. The universe is being put on notice that you have a certain desire. Nothing more is required to make desires come true than this, because the computing ability of universal awareness is infinite. All messages are heard and acted upon. Mortals and wizards are not so different as you may think, Merlin said. Both are sending their desires into the field, expecting an answer. But in the case of mortals, the messages are garbled and confused. In the case of wizards, they are crystal clear. No intention is ever ignored, but there can be obstacles to their fulfillment because so many conflicts are hidden in them. All the conflicts within the human heart. And it's after that that I typed out the quote earlier on in the group that says, "You mortals assume that you have to work to make your dreams come true," Merlin said, when in fact most of the work you run around doing is preventing your dreams from coming true. From a wizard's viewpoint, the less effort expended, the better. In their teaching, wizards show their pupils how to think in a more orderly, conscious, efficient manner. To do that, you first have to eliminate habits of thinking that are obstructing the universe's ability to carry out your desires. So once again, it is what's on the inside that counts. What's on the inside that is reflected out into our world, into our manifestations, into our creations. And when things aren't working out quite as what we expect or what we desire, there's some inner patterning or inner baggage that needs to be shifted so that we can be aligned with the intention that we've put out into the universe. This has been Linda from Thought Change. I hope you enjoy this little tidbit of wisdom from The Way of the Wizard. Bye for now.